Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's live class sessions. Yes, so we are continuing chapter 4 multiplication. Now first topic for today is number patterns in multiplication. Let us consider the following number patterns. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yes, if we look at these numbers, what can we say about these children? Products of multiplication table of 2 starting with 2 ones are 2. Now what is 2 table? 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8. Yes, 2 fives are 10, 2 six are 12. Now these numbers are the same as the pattern given here. So what can we say? What pattern is followed? We are writing the product of multiplication table of 2. Product is the answer of multiplication, right? Yes. So we are writing what? Product of multiplication of table 2 starting with 2 ones are 2 here. So if they ask you to write which number comes next in the pattern, what should you write here? This is 2 eights are 16. Next 2 nines are comes what? 2 nines are 18, and then we'll have 2 tens are 20. Okay children? First we need to observe the patterns. All these numbers are the products of multiplication table of 2. So even the next numbers in the pattern will be the products of multiplication of table 2. Yes. Now coming to B here, 6, 18, 30, 42, 54, 66, 78. Now what are these multiplication factors of 6 alternatively starting from 6? See, 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12, 6 threes are 18, 6 fours are 24, and 6 fives are 30. Yes. So what do we observe here? That alternative numbers. What does alternative means? One will take one number, leave the next one, and then take the next one. Yes, alternatively the multiplication factors are taken here. Products of multiplication of what table? Table 6 are taken alternatively. This is 6 ones are 6, 6 threes are 18, 6 fives are 30, 6 sevens are 42, 6 nines are 54, 6 elevens are 66, and 6 13s are 78. Now what will be the next two numbers that will come in this pattern, children? Yes, we have completed till 13. What number should we take next? 15. 6 into 15. 15 into 6. 6 fives are 30, 3 carried. 6 ones are 6 plus 3 becomes 9. So 90 will be our next number, and after 90 we have done 15 alternative numbers. 15, 6 will have 15, 16, 17, right? We are taking alternative numbers. After 15 we are going for 17 now. 17 into 6. 6 sevens are 42, 4 carried. 6 ones are 6 plus 4, 10. So 102 will be our next number in the pattern. Clear children? This is number patterns using multiplication. Now another two examples are given here. 50, 100, 150, 250. Yes, what do we observe? What are we observing here? All the numbers are from the multiplication of the number 10 by 5, 10, 15, 20, 250. What do we observe? There is 1 0 in each number. There is 1 0 in each number. So when will we get 1 0 to the right? When we multiply a number by 10. See, 50. How can we get 50 here? We are having 1 0 to the right. That means we have multiplied it by 10. 10 into what? 10 into 5. The next number is 50, 100, 150, 200. Okay. What is this 55 into 10? Now what about 100? 1 0. Before 0 we are having 10. So 10 into 10. Again here 1 0. Then before that we are having 15. So 15 into 10. Here 20 into 10. This is our multiplication pattern followed here. 10 into 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes, 5 is added. These are the products of multiplication table 5 multiplied with 10. See, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15, 5 fours are 20, 5 fives are 25. Yes children, these are the products of multiplication table 5. When these are multiplied by 10 into 10, then we will get our number pattern. 5 tens are 50, 10 tens are 100, 15 tens are 150, 20 tens are 100 and 25 tens are 250. Clear children? Multiplication of number 10 by 5, 10, 15, 25 and so on. So what will be the next two numbers? Here we have ended at 25, right? 5 5s are 25. Next we have 5 6 are 30, 5 7s are 35. Again multiplying these with 10. 30 tens are 100, 300, 35 tens are 350. So 300 and 350 will be our next numbers in the pattern. Coming to the last example, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. So what is the rule followed here? Multiplication of a number by itself, that is 1 ones are 1, 2 twos are 4, 3 threes are 9, 4 fours are 16 and so on. What are the numbers here? 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. Now how did we get these numbers children? Now all these numbers do not come in a single table. Yes. Now 4 comes in 2 and 4 table, but 9 does not come in either of the tables. So what can be the rule here? This is 1 ones are 1. Next the second number. This is first number, second number, third, fourth and fifth. So each number multiplied by itself. 2 twos are 4, 3 threes are 9, 4 fours are 16, 5 fives are 25. Now what will be the sixth number be? 6 6 are 36. Seventh number becomes 7 sevens are 49. Eighth number becomes 8 eights are 64. Understood children how to solve number patterns here with multiplication. Now coming to problem solving. What is this? This is word problems. Word problems using multiplication. In real life, we come across many problems for which we need to find solutions. In order to solve some problems, we need to understand the problem and try to find out ways to solve it. So it is important to develop problem solving skills by being systematic. So what are they saying? To solve the problems that we come across, first we need to understand the problem. First step would be what? To understand the problem, and then we need to try to find out the ways to solve it. Now for example here, what question is given? A train ticket from Bangalore to Mysore costs rupees 120. If there are 315 passengers, then find out the total fare collected from them. Now to solve this problem, first what do we need to do? We need to understand the problem. Yes, what do we have in the question? That cost of one train ticket is 120. So in the solution, let us write this step first. Cost of one ticket from where to where children? From Bangalore to Mysore. From Bangalore to Mysore. Now Mysore, this is Mysore here, not Chennai. Bangalore to Mysore is equal to how much? Rupees 120. Okay. Now next, if there are 315 passengers, what is this 315? Total number of passengers. So our next step would be total number of passengers. Where are they? On the train. So total number of passengers on the train is equal to 315. Yes. Next, what is the next sentence? Find out the total fare collected by them, from them. So, total amount collected is equal to dash. As we studied in the first class children, when is multiplication used? Multiplication is used when we have a number of groups and the number of objects in each group is the same, and we need to find out the total objects. Yes, there are 315 groups. Let us say these are groups here, and for each group the cost is 120. Now what is the cost for the total number of groups? How to find out? using multiplication. We need to multiply 120 and 315. 315 into 120, or you can write it as 120 into 315 children. So either ways you multiply, the answer will be the same. Okay. Sorry, I forgot the number. 315 into 120. How do we start multiplying a 3-digit number? Starting from the ones place. 0 5s are 0, 0 1s are 0, 0 3s are 0. Yes. Next, moving to the next digit, which is 2. A new digit. So remember to start multiplying in a new line. But before multiplying, after 2 we are having one digit here. So place 1 0. Then start multiplying. 2 5s are 10, 1 carried, 2 1s are 2. Remember to add the carried number, children. 2 plus 1 3, 2 3s are 6. Yes, so what did we finish here? We finished multiplying with the digits 2 and 0. Coming to the last digit 1, again a new digit, so start writing the product in a new line. Now first multiplying with ones. 1 5s are, but again before multiplying we are having 2 digits after 1. So place 2 zeros. Now 1 5s are 5, 1 1s are 1 and 1 3s are 3. What are these? These are our partial products. Yes. Partial products. Now we need to add this partial product. 0 0, 0 plus 3 0, 3 plus 5 8, 6 plus 1 7 and 3. What is the total answer, children? 37,300. Now what is this 37,800? These are the rupees. Rupees 37,800. Rupees. See, always remember to write the unit here in the answer as well. In the question they have given us the cost and cost in rupees, and we also have to find out the total fare. Fare means what? The price of the ticket. So total fare collected. Now that will also be in rupees only. So the answer, therefore, the total fare collected is rupees 37,800. Clear, children? Next, example 2. A rice packet of company A costs rupees 850 and a rice packet of company B costs rupees 750. Arjun buys 150 rice packets of company A and 120 packets of company B. Find the total amount spent by Arjun. Now normally how do we find out the total amount spent, children? Yes, we multiply. We multiply the items bought with their prices and then add. Yes, or suppose I say that I bought a pencil for 5 rupees, eraser for 2 rupees and a scale for 3 rupees. How will I find out the total amount? I add all these together. 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 3 10. So 10 will be my total amount spent. But what is happening here? Who bought that? Arjun bought 150 packets of A. Yes, each packet costs rupees 850. And how many packets did he get? He got 150 rice packets. So first we need to find out the actual cost of these 150 rice packets. The steps are not given? Yes, the steps are given. So first, cost of one rice packet of company A is 850 rupees. And how many did he buy? He bought 150 packets. So cost of 150 such packets is equal to how much? 850 rupees into 150. We need to multiply. Yes, 800 green pen. Yes, 850 into 150. 0 zeros are 0. Again 0 5s are 0. 0 8s are 0. Yes, children. Coming to the next digit 5. Start in a new line, but before multiplying, after 5 we have one digit. So placing 1 0 here. Then 5 zeros are 0. 5 5s are 25. 2 carried. 5 8s are 40 plus 2 becomes 42. Moving on to the last digit 1 here. Again new digit in a new line. After 1 we are having 2 digits. Yes. So placing 2 zeros. 1 zeros are 0. 1 5s are 1 zeros are 0, 1 5s are 5, 1 8s are 8. Now what should we do? Add our partial products. Now why did I write these 3 zeros in red ink, children? Because those are not the products from multiplication. We are simply writing these before multiplying with a new digit. Okay? Yes. So next, adding 0, 0, 5, 7, 12. What is the total answer? Rupees 1,27,500. Now what is this? This is the cost of 150 rice packets of company A. 150 rice packets. Now with this, are we done with the problem? No. Why? Because Arjun also bought some 120 rice packets of company B. So the cost of one rice packet of company B is 750 rupees. So the cost of 120 such rice packets becomes rupees 750 into 120. Again 750 into 120. 0 into anything becomes 0 only. Coming to the next digit 2 in a new line. After 2 we are having 0, 1 digit. So placing 1 0. 2 zeros are 0. 2 5s are 10. 1 carried. 2 7s are 14 plus 1. 15. Yes, children? Let me erase this here. Yes. Next, start new digit 1 here. But before multiplying, there are 2 digits after 1. So, placing 2 zeros. Now, 1 zeros are 0, 1 5s are 5, 1 7s are 7. Adding all the partial products together. 0, 0, 0. 5 plus 5, 10. 1 carried. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 7, 9. What is the final answer? 90,000 rupees. Now what is this cost of 120 rice packets of company B? Now we know the cost of the packets from company A and cost of the rice packets from company B. So we can find out the total amount, right? Hence the total amount spent by Arjun becomes the cost of 150 rice packets and 120 rice packets adding 127,500 plus 90,000. 0 0 5 7 11. 2 plus 9 11, isn't it? Next 1 plus 1 2. 2,17,500 rupees. Remember to write rupees in front of our answer. This becomes our total amount spent by Arjun. Clear, children, how to solve word problems here? Yes, word problems. What did this word problem involve? First we needed to multiply the cost of rice packet with the number of rice packets and then added both the costs of rice packet from company A and company B. And here we are having an exercise. Now I'll discuss these problems and you can try solving it at home. First question. Ramesh sells electrical appliances. He purchased 130 iron boxes at the rate of 780 each. Find the amount he spent to purchase the iron boxes for his shop. Now, electrical appliances means what? All this iron box, rice cooker. Yes, all these appliances come under electrical appliances. So, how many did Ramesh purchase? He purchased 130 boxes at the cost of 780 each. We need to find out the total amount he spent. So how can we do that, children? We need to multiply the number of boxes with the cost of each. Yes, so 135 into 780 gives us our answer. Next, question number 2. A 250 ml pack of juice contains 165 calories. How many calories are there in 103 such juice packs? See, now what are these calories? Calories are the energy that we get from food. Yes. So what is they saying? A 250 ml pack of juice contains 163 calories. Now we need to find out how many calories are there in 103 packs. This is only one pack. In one pack we have 165. So in 103 packs, how many calories will we have? How to find out? Yes, multiply. Yes, in each group there are exactly 165 calories. So to find out the total calories in the groups, we need to multiply. 165 into 103 will give us our answer. Clear, children? Now we are having a revision exercise here. Fill in the missing digits. Let us see what do we have next. Okay, estimate and then few word problems. Okay. Filling the missing digits. Now how to do this? First we need to multiply as 898 into 214. When you multiply, 4 8s are 32, 3 carried, 4 9s are 36 plus 3 39, 4 8s are 32 plus 3 35. Yes. Now into 1, but before multiplying with 1, what should we do, children? We should write 1 0 here. Yes, 0. 1 into 898 becomes 898 only. Then lastly what do we have? 2. Again before multiplying with 2 we need to place 2 zeros. 2 8s are 16, 1 carried. 2 9s are 18 plus 1 19. 2 8s are 16 plus 1 17. Adding these partial products together, 2. 9 plus 8 17, 1 carried. Here we have 1 plus 5 6, 6 plus 9 15, 15 plus 6 21, 1 2 carried. 5 plus 8 13, 13 plus 9 22, 2 carried and 19, 192172. What is our answer? 192172. So this will be our answer here. 1,21,072 is our answer, and 9 and 1 will be our missing digits. Yes, children. Coming to question number B. Now 124 into 151 is equal to dash. 1 into anything is the number itself. Yes. Next, while before multiplying with 5, place 1 0. 5 4s are 20, 2 carried. 5 2s are 2 plus 1 plus 2 12. 5 1s are 5 plus 1 6. Again, before multiplying with 1, place 2 zeros. Next, 1 into 124 gives us 124 only. Adding 4 2 7 8 1. 18,724 is our answer. Okay, children. I hope you can complete the remaining exercise, right? These are just simple multiplications, and you need to fill out the missing digits here. Multiply and filling the missing digits which are not there in the product. Okay. Now let us move on to tick the best estimate. See, what are these given here? If you remember the estimate topic that we did, estimating the products. Yes, so we are having two numbers here, 147 into 30. Wait a minute. Yes, 147 into 30. So children, what to do here? Here we are having 47, 147, rounding off to the nearest tens. Yes, so nearest 10 means look at the digit in the ones place. That is 7 here. 7 is greater than 5. Rounding up, adding 1 to the digit in tens place. 1, 5, and this will be replaced by zeros. Yes or no? Now we need to multiply 150 with 30. We are having 2 zeros. So I am writing 2 zeros in the answer. Okay. 15 threes are 45. So what is our answer, children? 4,500. See what technique did I use? I am having 2 zeros here. 1 and 2. To what? To the right. So I am writing 2 zeros to the right. Apart from zeros we are having 15 and 3. 15 into 3 becomes what? 45. So 4,500. 4,500 is our answer. Which is the best estimate? 1. 4,500 will be our best estimate. Coming to question number B. Now 291 into 19. Yes, children. Now again 291 rounding off to the nearest tens. Yes. Sorry. It's not rounded off to the nearest. 291 into 19. Now 291 rounded off to the nearest hundredth. See children, for this here they did not they did not exactly give us whether to estimate to the nearest tens or hundreds. Yes, so depending on the option you need to understand whether you need to estimate to the nearest tens or hundreds. First, if you want, you can estimate to the nearest tens and see. So 291 becomes 290 into, and even this number is to be rounded off to the nearest tens. That becomes 20. Now when we multiply, again as I said, 2 zeros. So writing 2 zeros in the answer, and 29 twos are becomes what? 58. 29 twos are becomes 58. Yes. 29 twos are becomes 58 and 5800 becomes our answer. Do we have any 5800 here? No. That means we should not round it off to the nearest tens, but to the nearest hundreds. Now 291 when rounded off to the nearest hundreds. Look at the digit in tens place. We are having 9, that is greater than 5. So rounding up. 2 plus 1 becomes 3. The remaining 2 become zeros. So what number did we get? 300. Okay. 300 into, again 19 becomes 20 when rounded off to nearest 10. How to multiply? We are having 3 zeros. So 3 zeros in the answer. 3 twos are 6. 6000 becomes our answer. That is B here. Okay children. So as I said, depending on the options given here, you need to understand whether to estimate to the nearest tens or hundreds. But normally, okay, whenever you are estimating, it is given in the question that whether you have to estimate to the nearest tens or hundreds. Okay. Now again, 605 into 308 here. Now see children, all the numbers are zeros here in the end. Let us round off these to the nearest hundreds. 605 becomes 600, 308 becomes 300. Okay. Now when we multiply, 4 zeros in the answer, 6 threes are 18. So 1,80,000 becomes our nearest best estimate. Clear children? I hope this is clear, right? Coming to the last one, 198 into 103. Again rounding off to the nearest hundreds here. Yes, 198 becomes 200. See, what was the question? 198 into 103. For rounding off to hundreds, we look at the digit in tens place. Now here 9 is greater than 5. Rounding up, 1 plus 1, 2 and then 2 zeros. In 100, we are having 2 zeros. So 2 zeros here. 103. 0 is less than 5. So rounding down, 1 as it is. And the remaining 2 digits replaced by zeros. Now what is 200 into 100? Again as I said, we are having 4 zeros. So 4 zeros in the answer. 2 ones are 2. 20,000 becomes our answer. Do we have 20,000? Yes. So B becomes our correct answer again. 20,000 becomes our correct answer. Clear children? How to find out the best estimate? Yes. Now let us solve again. 2 word problems are given. Are there 2? Yes. I guess 2. 2 word problems are given for you to solve. In a town, there are 145 elderly people. The government gives 500 rupees per month as a pension to each one of them. Find the total amount of money received as pension by these elderly people in a month. Again, there are 145 elderly people receiving 500 rupees per month. Each person receives 500 rupees per month. Now, what should we find out? The total amount received by these 145 people as pension in a month. So what should we do? We should multiply the number of people with the amount received by each person. The number of elderly people 145 into 500, which is the amount received by each elderly person. So when we multiply these two, we'll get the total amount, total money received as pension by these elderly people in a month. Okay. Next question B. Now this image is for the previous question. Elderly people. We can see some elderly people here, right? Yes. Coming to question B. If a school charges 1285 rupees as bus fees for 1 month, then find out the amount for 3 months, 6 months and 9 months. Now this here in a single question they have given us 3 sub questions. Yes. So what is given? The school bus fees for 1 month is 1285 rupees. Now how much amount is to be paid for 3 months, children? How to find out? Yes, very good. We need to multiply the amount for 1 month with 3. Yes, in the same way to get the amount for 6 months, we need to multiply it with 6. For 9 months, we need to multiply it with 9. Yes, so this is how multiplication helps us to solve complex problems. Now, if not multiplication, what should have we done? This is for 1 month. Again, this is for 1 month. This is for 1 month. Yes, children. So these are the 3 months. We needed to add all these up. Yes. So instead of adding or repeating addition, we just simply multiplying. So that is why again multiplication is called as repeated addition. Clear, children? Okay, with this we've come to the end of today's class, that is chapter 4 multiplication. I hope you've understood today's class. It was clear. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.